Hello and welcome to the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint Show. I am your host, Jay Jones. Black Entrepreneur Blueprint was created specifically to educate and inspire Black entrepreneurs to launch, build, and grow successful businesses. Join us as we help build an economic power base in the Black community by promoting business ownership. If you are currently an entrepreneur or want to be an entrepreneur, we invite you to join us every week here at Black Entrepreneur Blueprint.
Welcome to the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, episode number 296. I'm your host, Jay Jones, and today we have another dynamic show in store for you. Today's show topic is e-commerce, the greatest wealth transfer opportunity in history. What side of the equation will you be on? E-commerce, the greatest wealth transfer opportunity in history. What side of the equation will you be on? Now, before we get to today's episode, I just want to share a few things with the BEB family. First and foremost, I want to welcome all first-time listeners to Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Welcome to the BEB family. Please stick around until the end of today's broadcast, and I'm going to give you all of my social media contact information and also my resource links, such as my new book, A New Black Wall Street, Circulating the Black Dollar Worldwide by Building Successful E-Commerce Businesses, and also two of my platforms that I use to help circulate black dollars in the worldwide black economy, BeSmartByBlack.com and HireBlackFreelancers.com. All right, family, it's time to get real serious today. I've been telling you guys for the last 2 to 3 years about e-commerce and the opportunity that's available. And I'm telling you right now, guys, this is the greatest wealth transfer opportunity in history, especially for the everyday person like you and I. I'm telling you right now, there are micro brands or small companies that are taking big chunks out of mainstay markets. And we're going to be talking about this today. Also, you know, it's funny where you get confirmation on things. So yesterday I was out to dinner and I met a young couple and we started talking, and they started talking about how successful their new e-commerce business was. A young white couple, and I'm going to actually tell you that story. But to me, that was confirmation on today's show, because I've been saying this thing and I've been preaching it for years. I'm trying to peep game. I'm trying to give y'all game. All right. A lot of people aren't listening. So I'm going to repeat this again. This is the greatest wealth transfer opportunity in history. And we're going to talk about that and what side of the equation will you be on. So first and foremost, what is wealth transfer? Basically, it's a transference of wealth from one party to another. OK, a transference of wealth from one party to another. And before I forget also, guys, once again, my new 12-week interactive implementation program is on a pre-launch right now. It's called BBAElite.com, BBAElite.com, Brand Builder Academy Elite. And right now, for the first 10 people, we only have about 3 or 4 slots left. We're doing a pre-launch promo where you save $200. So that means that your investment in this is $197 for a 12-week implementation program that gives you the curriculum, the community, and also the one-on-one group coaching. So if you were ever interested in starting an e-commerce business, part-time or full-time, to build to 6 figures and beyond, this is the implementation program you need. Go to BBAElite.com, BBAElite, ELITE.com, and get more information. Once again, if you are one of the first 10, you will save $200 off of the investment, and it will only be $197. And this brings me to a comment that I saw Boyce Watkins put on his Twitter the other day. Somebody said, how come his black business school wasn't free? And he replied that basically, oh, you'll pay for Nikes, you'll pay for everything else, but when it's time to pay for education, you want something for free. And so what I'm trying to explain to y'all, family, if you're serious about starting an e-commerce business, this is a flagship program. 12 weeks. It's going to drop one module each week, and that'll give you time to implement what's in the module. It'll give you a community. It's not a Facebook community. It'll be a community that you can connect with other people on the same journey. And it's also going to provide you with one-on-one group coaching every other week. So go to bbaelite.com. It is only $197. And after I tell you about the story of this young white couple that I met last night, then hopefully the light bulb will go off in your head. So let's get back to today's show. E-commerce, the greatest wealth transfer opportunity in history. What side of the equation will you be on? So once again, a wealth transfer is a transfer of wealth from one party to another. Now, let me just give you some statistics. This isn't Jay Jones talking. These are facts. These are statistics. Consumers spent $601 billion online with U.S. merchants last year. That's an increase of 14% from the previous year of $523 billion. So it jumped from $523 billion to $601 billion with a B. This is just spending with online U.S. merchants. E-commerce right now is 56.9% of purchases versus in-store of 43.1%. These are 2019 statistics. And that's for e-commerce overall. Now, let me just give you a little information on Amazon. You know, the big gorilla in the house. Amazon, 56% of people begin their search on Amazon for products. So it even has a higher search volume than Google does when it pertains to products. Amazon passed Google in product searches. That's what I just said. Now, listen to these numbers. This is Amazon. Amazon sells $4,722 per second. That's how much Amazon sells a second. $283,000 per minute. $283,000 per minute and $17 million per hour. That's what Amazon does on a second basis, a minute basis, and an hourly basis. Now, the share of Amazon's e-commerce sales is over 50% of the U.S. e-commerce sales is on Amazon. So we know Amazon is the big bad monster, but we also have the ability to sell on our own sites and other sites such as Walmart.com, eBay, Etsy, and once again, as I mentioned, your own sites, which are very valuable. So my question to you is, family, you see the money changing hands. What side of the equation will you be on? Will you be on the consumer side of the equation or the producer side of the equation? And for the life of me, guys, my daughters, they always tell me, Dad, you always on level 10. Because I'm on level 10 a lot of times because when I see things that don't make sense to me, I get upset. All right. Not crazy upset, but I'm like, yo, what is going on? Why doesn't everybody else see this? And this is one of the things that truly I know I need to keep pressing this message because e-commerce can be life altering. And I don't care if it's an extra $1,000 a month or you're making an extra $50,000 a month. I know what it did for me. It can be life altering for you also. And so one of the things that I always talk about is sometimes we don't even see or understand what's right in front of our face. You know what I mean? We're using technology right now for fun and games, and other people over there building empires. We over there playing games, making videos, and I get it. Sometimes you need to decompress, have a good time. But yo, the technology is right there. All right. You're playing games and other people are making money. All right. We're running around here playing video games. Then there are other people that are making the video games. All right. You buying Popeye's chicken sandwiches, acting a fool, and there are people selling Popeye's chicken sandwiches. All right. You buying Nike sneakers when there are other people selling and marketing Nike sneakers. You know what I mean? You're watching TV on a 70-inch television and there are other cats out there manufacturing and selling the TVs. What side of the equation, damn, are you on? Are you always going to be on the consumer side or do you want to be on the producer side? Like I said, sometimes it's right in front of our eyes. We have the technology. We always are leading in some type of thing. Oh, We always want to lead when it comes to dancing, when it comes to entertainment, when it comes to fashion, whatever. How about leading when it comes to business? We're trendsetters. You know what I mean? So let's be trendsetters when it comes to business and stop being a daggone consumer and start being a producer. Today's show topic, family, e-commerce, the greatest wealth transfer opportunity in history. What side of the equation will you be on? Will you be a consistent consumer, or will you be a producer? You know, generational wealth is built by being a producer. Yes, we're all going to be consumers in some form or fashion. But how about balancing those scales by being a producer? You're on the wrong side of the equation. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because when you look on social media, you know, you got people out there, you know, you fly, you fresh, you got that drip and all that. But in real life, you ass out. You assed out. You know what I mean? You're using this technology to play games. You know what I mean? As opposed to using the technology at your fingertips, family. You got literally the whole world at your fingertips, and you using it to play games. And granted, I understand having fun, connecting socially. I get that. You know, I do it too. But yo, recognize and understand what's right in front of you. It's tremendous opportunity. Like I said before, when I started out as an entrepreneur 20-some plus years ago, there was no internet. I couldn't connect to the world. The only way I could connect to the world is if I'm running a TV commercial. I'm running radio ads. I'm running in newspaper ads, which cost a ton of money. Now the technology is there that we can leverage to make money, and we playing games. And so we've been so brainwashed to be consumers as opposed to producers. So let me tell you, man, I was out to dinner the other night with my wife, and we were sitting at the bar, and we met this young couple. I think their name was Don and Linda. Excuse me. So we started talking, and I asked them, I said, well, you know, somehow it came up. They had some younger kids, and I think my wife asked them, what did they do for a living? And the dude was like, oh, we own a business. And I said, oh, okay, cool. Because that piqued my attention. What kind of business do you own? And they were like, oh, we sell eco-friendly baby clothes or baby products. And I said, oh, that's pretty cool. I said, do you have a store or do you do it online? Excuse me. And he was like, he said, dude, it's all online. And so I said, so like some of the products that you sell, and he was saying disposable bamboo diapers, organic crib mattresses, organic cotton clothes and onesies, and all type of stuff that are eco-friendly for kids. And so when you start looking at verticals to sell, and when you go with kids or with pets, you know, people love their kids, obviously, and they love their pets. So that's a great vertical. And I said, if you don't mind me asking, how long have you been in business? And he said, man, you know, we started out part-time. He said, we've been in business about 30 months, about 2.5 years. And he said, I was able to bring my wife home after 12 months. And he said, I came home after 24 months. And now we work out of the house and we're doing tremendous business. So I started telling him about, you know, my e-commerce business, and we were kicking it around. And then I asked him something, and I said, man, if you don't mind me asking you, what type of revenues are you guys doing? And he astounded me, man. He said, man, we're doing about $120,000 a month in revenues. He said, with a profitability of about 55%. $120,000 a month in revenues, and they're doing about 55% in profitability, in profit margin, which is crazy. So let's break those numbers down. So if you're doing $120,000 a month, that's about $1.44 million a year. At 55% profit margin, net profit, that's about $792,000 net profit. Divide that by 12 months, it's about $66,000 a month. And this is all within 30 months. And see, one of the things that I just mentioned to you, we're always in the forefront when it comes to trends and fads and fashion and dancing and music and all of that. But we way behind the trend when it comes to business. And so you got this young couple, he's 32, and I think he said she's about 30 or 31, doing $1.4 million within a 30-month period, doing eco-friendly baby clothes. Okay. All we doing is buying the clothes. See, he's thinking and they're thinking differently. And that's what I'm trying to get to you guys. You got to start thinking like producers versus consumers. And that is one of our biggest problems. We're running around here, like I said, using social media and using the technology for fun, which is good. But why not use it for business? You're playing games. So the time that you playing games, right? If you use that time to build a business, do you think you could possibly be successful? And this is why I always tell people when they ask me, what's one of the best businesses to start? It's e-commerce. Because there's a low barrier to entry. You can do it part-time while you have a full-time job. Or if it grows, just like this young couple, they left corporate America. Now they're working for themselves and they're working from home. They're private labeling the products. So they're getting the products made under their brand. I forgot the name of their company. I wish I remembered it. I would have given it to you guys. But they're living at home now, working from home. 30 months in, 2.5 years in the game, doing $1.44 million a year in gross revenues, netting about $792,000 net profit. And we over here running around making Popeye's chicken sandwich videos. They over there getting money. And we over here playing games. That's the problem, family. We have the resources. We have the knowledge. We have the know-how. We have the skill to build a whole, I'm telling you, fabulous worldwide black economy. But we're not focusing on the right things. We're focusing on stuff that don't mean nothing. How about building a legacy for your family? How about creating a business, an asset that you can hand down? And I told you guys on one of the other shows, you can sell an e-commerce business from anywhere to 20 to 32 times monthly net revenue. So just to give you an example, if they're netting $66,000 per month, all right, that's after all expenses are paid. If they got 32 times that amount, they could sell that business for $2,112,000 at a 32 multiple. So that's a $2 million cash out right there. All right, let me just give you a couple of examples in terms of e-commerce. And one of the things, guys, is now you're able to compete with the behemoths, with the giants. Not that you're going to knock the giants off, but if you can get a sliver of that type of business or from that industry sector, you can make crazy money. So, for example, any of you guys out there use Harry's razor blades? I use Harry's because they're cheap, right? Harry's has only 2.6% of the U.S. shaving market, and the company sold for $1.4 billion. They only had 2.6% share of the U.S. razor market, but yet they still sold for $1.4 billion with a B, $billion. All right, Dollar Shave Club, that was bought for $1 billion by Unilever. All right, you have Bevel, which is the black shaving company, sold for 20 to 40 million. It was undisclosed, but they said it's somewhere between 20 to 40 million dollars. You have companies that are not as well known, like Boom by Cindy Joseph, which is a $22 million anti-aging company for women. For women, I think they target women like 55 and older. Anti-aging products. A $22 million company, and they don't even sell on Amazon. They sell on their own site. Now, they might have resellers selling there, but they sell on their own site. You have Jessica Alba's company, The Honest Company, right? Now, The Honest Company, it was at one time valued at $1 billion. Now, it slipped down from that, but that's still amazing. They started selling online. And I'll give you another example. So Harry's started selling online exclusively. Now they're in Walmart and Target. And so what do these companies have all in common? They're solving problems. So when you create a business, it could be e-commerce or it can be any type of business. One of the easiest ways to do it or find a product and or service is to solve a problem. So you look at Harry's and Dollar Shave Club, right? So all you guys know out there, the razors are ridiculous. The price of razors are crazy, just the cartridges. So Harry's and Dollar Shave Club decided, you know what? We're going to sell $2 cartridges. So I can get a pack of 4 blades for $8. So why wouldn't I do that when when normally, those razors will cost me $15 and $19 for 4 blades or 8 blades or whatever like that. So they saw a market hole and they filled it. Now, bevel, for example, that's a razor that's for black men that have sensitive skin. It's a single blade razor. And so the marketing hype behind that was black men with razor bumps and stuff like that. We don't need, the triple, 4 blade razor systems because of our skin. He was hyping us on single blade razors that sold anywhere from 20 to 40 million. What was the problem? Razor bumps for black men. What's the solution? Bevel. Boom by Cindy Joseph. What's the problem? Women are aging and they want to stop the aging process. So that company created anti-aging creams and lotions and things of that nature. Problem, solution. What's the result? Problem is I'm aging. The solution is boom by Cindy Joseph. What's the result of using that product and or service? My face looks younger. My wrinkles are clearing up. Problem, solution, result. The Honest Company, Jessica Alba. That started basically, and the focus still is eco-friendly baby products. And they started with their diapers, and then they had all types of different SKUs. So they have so many products right now, it's crazy. But you see, a lot of times what can happen is you can start out online, and if it makes sense, you can go into the stores. So I did an interview with Mahisha Dellinger, the founder of Curls, for black women's natural hair. Started out with an online only presence. Then Target picked her up. Then CVS picked her up. And so this is what I'm trying to tell you guys, that this wealth transference opportunity is the greatest in history. So you don't have to start out as a super large company. All you need to do is get a little sliver, a slice, some crumbs in a specific vertical, and you can make some noise. All right. Once again, whatever your net revenue is, e-commerce companies are selling anywhere between a multiple of 20 times their net monthly revenue to 32 times your net monthly revenue. Here's some of the things that you can think about in terms of starting an e-commerce business, some product or service ideas, right? Number one, you're solving a problem. That's the simplest thing. So if you have an interest or passion in some field, and if there's a problem that you see that's in that field, try to create a product and or a service that you can sell that will solve that problem. And I use the example all the time. If you're a runner, okay, and you have flat feet, and so you have arch issues, you can create insoles that are going to alleviate that problem. Okay. Now, there's some subtle differences between selling products, physical products, digital products, and services. So when you're selling a physical product, many times you can hide behind that. People don't have to know who you are. So one of my biggest physical brands is a woman's hair care company. It's a flat iron company. I sell flat irons and hair serums and stuff like that. Now, I'm a bald black dude, so I definitely don't need to be the face of that. So I can hide behind that product. And I let the marketing and the positioning handle that for me. They don't have to know who owns the business. Okay, and that's what I call indestructible income. And I mentioned that, I think, briefly last week. That's income that can't be touched. People can't sabotage your income because they don't even know it's me. That's indestructible income. So you can hide behind a physical product. So if you have a current job and all you want to do is make a passive income with e-commerce, physical products are great. Create your own brand. Digital products a lot of times will have you as a component of that. So if you build an online course, you'll probably be the instructor of that online course. That means people will know who you are. Okay. Services, kind of the same thing. So if you're a CPA and you're selling your services, then people, you'll probably have to be out front, in front of that. So it all depends on what type of business you want, but solving problems is the number one thing. Now, I always talk about, your passion. Pinpoint and Monetize Your Genius. The book is coming out in a couple weeks, but that's taking the intersection from your passion and talent and learning how to monetize it. Okay. The problem is we know what we're passionate about. We know what we're talented in, but we don't know how to monetize it. And the first step in monetizing is trying to find out something or problem that you can solve. Okay. That's the easiest way. And if you can do that in an area that you're passionate about, then that's going to make you more, it'll make you probably more successful than somebody that's dealing with something or working in an industry that they're not really excited about. They're not passionate about. So your chances of success increase when you're working, quote unquote, within your genius, which is the intersection of your passion and your talent. But it all boils down to serving your community and however you want to serve your community. So if you want to serve them by solving a problem, solve that problem. Oh, yeah, you're a runner. You got sore feet. You get shin splints or whatever. Find a product to solve that. Market that product. Once again, the equation is problem, solution, and the result. What's the problem? How can my product or service, solve that problem? And finally, what is the result for the customer? What happens with the customer or to the customer when they use my product and or service, which is the solution? Oh, now since you're a runner and you have bad arches, so your feet hurt when you run. So now the J. Jones professional arches, you put them in your shoe for runners, your runner's arches, and now you can run your marathon without having your feet hurt. What does that mean? Oh, that means that maybe I can lower my time. What does that mean? Maybe that I can enjoy running more now because my feet aren't hurting. Problem, solution, result. That's how you build any type of business. Okay. There are other business types that you can create that aren't based on problem, solution, result. So if you're creating a fashion brand or something like that, that's something that you can create, but you're really not solving a problem. But a lot of times people will buy products because of the way it makes them feel. So the reason most people buy a Rolex watch is because it makes them feel good because it's a status symbol. So a Timex tells the same time as a Rolex, but the positioning of the actual Rolex brand makes it such that people who buy it, they feel better about themselves, I guess, because, hey, I can afford this. It's a status symbol. So as opposed to buying a Honda Accord, you might buy, an S6 AMG Mercedes-Benz. They both are going to get you from point A to point B. But how does it make you feel? So you can build products based on what the feeling is or what the perception is after you buy the product. So all your high-end products, your Gucci, your Versace, Louis Vuitton, Michael Kors, Louboutins, whatever you want to think about, all they are is the same products. You may have a Gucci pocketbook. It's a leather pocketbook. You can buy a leather pocketbook, off the street corner in Philly or New York for $25, $35. What's the difference? Oh, it has that Gucci logo on it. It has that Louis logo on it or whatever. So what does that do? It doesn't have anything to do with the functionality of the product. It may be handcrafted and be better made, but the functionality is to carry your stuff in, right? So it could be a $35 pocketbook or a $550 pocketbook. The functionality is the same. The difference is, how does it make you feel? It makes you feel better because you have a high-end accessory or a high-end product. And so that, I guess, stokes whatever inside of you that's pleasurable. So that's a harder thing to sell when you're trying to sell stuff like that. But when you're looking to sell something that solves a problem, that's a lot easier. So what I really want to say to you guys is this, and I'm serious on all my episodes, but I couldn't be more serious right now. If you're not selling something online, and I don't care, it doesn't even matter if you don't go to bbaelite.com and take that, take my implementation course. It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you recognize and understand the opportunity. What matters is that you recognize and understand that we're playing games while other people are making money. That's why in my episode, Here's What They Think About You, why people don't respect us in business and in life, is because we're always the trendsetters when it comes to something fun. when it comes to the new dance, new singles, new fashion. We're the trendsetters. Let's be trendsetters when it comes to entrepreneurship. Let's be trendsetters when it comes to business. All right? And I use the term cooning and buffooning all the time. So when I see a bunch of nuts out there sitting in line at Popeyes for a freaking chicken sandwich, that pisses me off. Then you got people online, fighting over chicken sandwich. Come on, man. They laughing at you. They not laughing with you, family. They laughing at you. They laughing at how ignorant, as in not knowing, that is. We got these nuts over here running around for a freaking chicken sandwich. And the shine that we gave Popeyes on social media was more than $20 million worth of advertising. Probably more than that. Because some fool likes their chicken sandwich. And now we giving all of that shine on social media to Popeyes. Free advertising. Them fools couldn't even keep the chicken sandwiches in there. And then we in line fighting over them. Come on, man. Come on. How's that look? You look like a nut. That's what you look like. And I'm being nice with my words. You look like a freaking nut. Stop looking like a nut. Get out there and be a producer and not a consumer. What side of the equation are you going to be on? Are you going to continue to be on that consumer side where people are going to continue to spit in your face, Gucci with the sweater and all of that? They don't care about you, but you still out there spending your money with them. I said this before. It's just like if you go into a store and you buying something at the register and you hand it to the person that's checking it out and they spat in your face and you still paid them and took the stuff home. That's just what you doing with Gucci. That's what you doing when you continue to buy these other brands that don't care about you. They spitting in your face. They're laughing at you while they taking your money. Now, if you went to the store and somebody spat in your face, you wouldn't put up with that, would you? Nah, you knock them fronts out, right? Exactly. So you got to start recognize and understand what's going on. This opportunity, I'm telling you, can change lives. And yes, e-commerce has been around for a while, but it ain't going nowhere. The only place it's going, family, is up. Like I said, start using the technology that we always play with every day and use it to do positive things. Use it to build businesses. Use it to support black businesses. How many black businesses have you tweeted out on Twitter? Popeyes ain't a black business, y'all. It ain't owned by black folk. There may be a franchise or two to possibly being owned by a black person. Popeyes isn't a black franchise. How about you get on social media and start, I just went to such and such restaurant the other day, Yo, that was hot. Check it out. Here's the link or whatever. Start doing that. Start giving shine to our own businesses. Like I said, family, there's no revolution without economics. It runs everything. And when you start to understand that when you weaponize your dollars, your black dollars, then and only then will we be able to come up from where we are right now. So stop thinking like a consumer all the time and start thinking like a producer. And e-commerce, family, is right there. It's right there for you. You can simply and with very little money get into an e-commerce business. So if you like to wear certain types of socks, you can create your own sock company. All right. Sublimation printing, right? Which is all over printing. You can create your own sock company. You can do anything you want, whatever you like to do. If you like to make shea butter and lotions and scrubs and all that, like my cousin, like she does, sell them online. Anything. And it's funny because just because, I'm talking about these businesses like Harry's, Dollar Shave Club, Boom, and the Honest Company, who are large companies, every company starts with an inception. It's a thought. So DuPont started with a thought. DuPont sold gunpowder to the French and the English when they were fighting. That's how they started. Now DuPont is a multinational conglomerate. Fortune 100 company. Because some dude DuPont Say, yeah, I got gunpowder. I'm going to sell it to the French and the English. The hell with it. And I'm going to make paper. Everything starts from a concept. So don't be overwhelmed. And there's an old saying, how do you eat an elephant? And it's one bite at a time. So you may not be or grow your e-commerce business to be a multinational conglomerate. But if you can grow it like my man Don and Linda, who's doing $1.4 million a year in gross revenue, netting $792,000 a year, which is $66,000 a month, you think that can help you change your life? You think that can help you change your children's lives? If you sell that business, if they sold that business right now, I told you they'd be able to sell it for over $2 million. And they've only been in business 30 months, family. 30 months. So 30 months is going to pass regardless of what you do or what you don't do. This is what I tell people. You know, unless you happen to check out of this earth, 30 months is going to happen. So what are you going to do with that next 30 months? What are you going to do with that next 12 months? Keep doing what you're doing. You're going to keep getting what you're getting. So don't bitch about it when your pockets is still empty 12 months from now because you're still doing the same thing. If you don't make change, if you don't try, you're going to be right where you are. Man, you don't understand, family. I have so many conversations with BEB family members offline, off the air. And I'm like, yo, it's right in front of your face. Your business is right in front of your face. What you're telling me right now, that's a tremendous business opportunity. That's a tremendous business idea. It's something that's coming from the heart. You have a strong passion for that. You're solving a problem. You know, e-commerce is just a delivery method. Okay? So if you're selling digital products, you do it, online. You can sell physical products online. Obviously, I gave y'all the numbers with Amazon. Once again, this is what Amazon, the company, does. $4,722 per second. That's what they sell per second. $283,000 per minute and $17 million per hour. That's what Amazon sells. Okay? You know where Amazon was started, right? One cat with an idea. Apple, same thing. All your major companies, it was a concept first. So you got to crawl before you walk. So your company may not do $1.4 million a year like Don and Linda. But guess what? If it does $700,000 a year, is that good for you? At a 50% profit margin, that's $350,000 a year net. Is that good? And I actually had a conversation with my youngest daughter yesterday. We were just talking about working in corporate America versus working for yourself. So if you make $100,000 in corporate America, 6 figures, by the time they tax you up, you taking home $68,000 a year. That's what you put in your hip pocket national. So it ain't what you make, it's what you put in your pocket. So you're doing the same as an entrepreneur that makes $67,000 a year that they put in their pocket. Is hip pocket national. What you got in your pocket after your paycheck. That's what counts. It ain't what you make, it's what you keep. If you want to keep more, then start being a producer versus a consumer. Stop being a consumer. Before we close out, in the last section of the show, I'm going to give you guys another example. Let me just share my social media contact information and my resource links before I get too much on another tangent. All right, so my new book is out, A New Black Wall Street, Circulating the Black Dollar Worldwide by Building Successful E-Commerce Businesses. Go to anewblackwallstreet.com. Pick yourself up a copy. That's anewblackwallstreet.com. $14.95 for the print version, $9.95 for the digital edition. Also, I have a compatible online course titled educatedecommerce.com. educatedecommerce.com, my flagship course. Also, don't forget BBAelite.com. This is a 12-week interactive program that we're doing a pre-launch right now. It starts on Monday, March 23rd. It is only $197, family. And pound for pound, I'm telling you, this is your greatest value. 12-week interactive implementation program, top of the line curriculum, drop once a week. We have the community where you'll be able to, talk to other people in the program. And also you have the coaching, which is every other week, a live group coaching call with yours truly. BBAelite.com. It is only $197. You're saving $200 off the $397 price because we're doing the first 10 people. We have 3 or 4 slots left. Please go to BBAelite.com. Also, I've created the 2 platforms to help circulate black dollars in the worldwide black economy. BeSmartByBlack.com and HireBlackFreelancers.com. HIRE. Be Smart by Black. If you have a black product producer, if you're a black product producer and you want to connect with black consumers worldwide, sell your product, upload your information to BeSmartByBlack.com. It is free. Okay. Same thing with Hire Black Freelancers. HIRE blackfreelancers.com. If you do anything on Fiverr or freelancer.com and you want to connect with black consumers and black businesses that are looking for a black freelancer, upload your info. It is free. Okay. If you want to connect with me via for me to come out and do a speaking engagement at a church, organization, college, university, school, for my book talk, you can actually go to bookjjones.com, fill out the short form, and I'll get right back to you. Bookjjones.com. Also, all of this information will be on BEBconnect.com. BEBconnect.com, like Black Entrepreneur Blueprint Connect.com. It takes you to a page on my website. Also, what else is on that page are all of my social media and contact information. So if you need to send me anything long, hit my email at jjones@blackentrepreneurblueprint.com. JAYJONES at blackentrepreneurblueprint.com. Facebook, just go to Black Entrepreneur Blueprint and connect with me on Facebook. Twitter, jjones001, JAYJONES 001. Instagram, jjones for real, JAYJONES, the number 4, REAL. YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have additional content that comes out on YouTube. Go to YouTube, type in Black Entrepreneur Blueprint and hit the subscribe button. So I'm doing a lot more YouTube content. So please, once again, get on there and subscribe, because yes, the show does come out on YouTube, but there's additional content that does not come out on the show. LinkedIn, just go to LinkedIn, type in J Jones Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, connect with me there. Also, if you want to be included in the BEB text line for information or notifications and reminders about special events, text BEB to 555-888. BEB to 555-888. Also, once again, just go, the easiest way to go, BEBconnect.com. BEBconnect.com. You will get the latest podcast episode on that page. Also, all my resource links and social media contact information. BEBconnect.com. All right, guys, as we're going into the last quarter of today's show, once again, family, I just want you guys to recognize and understand the opportunity that is in front of us. It's sitting right in front of our face, guys. Technology is at a point right now where we have the whole world literally at our fingertips. Literally at our fingertips. So for old school entrepreneurs like me who've been in the game 20 plus years, this technology is ridiculous. And sometimes I think we take it for granted. You know, we don't really understand the power that it can have if it's used for entrepreneurship and used to help build our community. And once again, guys, we're the only ones that are going to be able to do it for us. We can't sit there and wait. Nobody's coming to save us. You know what I mean? We have the tools. We have the knowledge. We have the know-how. We have the ability. The question is, are we going to do it? What side of the equation will you be on? Ask yourself. You want to continue to be a consumer? We're all going to be a consumer, you know, in our lives, because we have to buy things for us to live and exist. But do you want to balance those scales by also being a producer? By producing something. Start to control the vertical. Okay? Start producing something and then continue to grow it. So you look at all these e-commerce businesses. So I'll take mine, for example. One of my e-commerce businesses started out with one product. Got successful with that one product. Then I was like, okay, in order to make a brand, because you just don't want to sell products, you want to create a brand. because now you have additional products that you can funnel to your customers. So you look at all successful brands out there. So you look at Curls by Mahisha Dellinger. There's more than one product. You look at The Honest Company. You look at Harry's. All companies have more than one product. And the products usually play off of each other. Okay, so for my flat iron, that was the first product in this brand. Then I had hair serum. Okay, I had other products that came along behind that. So that's what it's all about, thermal protector. So if you have a flat iron, actually the thermal protector and the hair serum were the next two products in that line. Okay, thermal protector to help protect the hair from the flat iron, and the hair serum, to help the hair grow. So those came after the success of the flat iron. Okay, so that's the way you want to build it. You want to build one product, solve one problem. And so people ask me, well, what problem were you solving? And I said, the way I positioned my product was, it's a professional hairstyling tool that you can use in the comfort of your own home and get the same results that you would get coming out of the salon. So you get the salon results for literally half the price. So the flat iron retails for $129. So if you can do that and get the results at your house, and it has a lifetime warranty. So if it breaks, then you can actually send it back. So I'm taking away the trepidation of buying a product. Oh, if it breaks, it's a lifetime warranty. You'll get another one, no questions asked. And so the proposition was, the benefit was, you can get the same look in the comfort of your own home without spending all that money. And the way it was positioned as a high-end styling tool allowed me to be able to be successful with that product. What was the problem? What was the solution? And what's the result? Problem is, I'm spending a whole lot of money at the salon. Solution is my flat iron product and the additional products. And the result is you get the same fresh from the salon look in the comfort of your own home while saving a ton of money. Problem, solution, result. That's how you make money in e-commerce and in most businesses. Problem, solution, result. Something happens to your dishwasher. It starts flooding. Who you going to call? You're going to call an appliance repair person. Your basement starts flooding. My HVAC system went out. My water heater went out a couple months ago. I couldn't wait on it. I need a new water heating system. $1,800 later, I had to do it. That was the problem. The solution was a new water heater, and the result is now there's hot water back in the Jones household. Problem, solution, result. Don't make it any harder than it is. Okay? And when I was talking about the young white couple, Don and Linda, they just had new kids. They had 2 young kids, and they were looking for eco-friendly products because one of their children was getting rashes. She was allergic to, I guess, some of the clothing and diapers or whatever that they were using. So that sparked an idea. Maybe there are other people, other parents who have this same problem. And that's how they came up with the company. They started with the diaper first, and then they started adding additional products. And what they did was they went to different private label manufacturers. And see, this is another thing I forgot to mention too. I said, how did you finance your business? So what they did was they took a business plan to his parents. So his dad is an entrepreneur. And so he said it wasn't hard. He said, my dad wanted to see that we had a plan, and we had a viable plan, and that we knew that it could be profitable. So he went to his dad and he got $10,000 to start. And that's not a lot of money. So you can, once again, e-commerce, I got coaching students that started with $300 and parlayed that into, $10,000, $15,000 a month businesses. So it all depends on the type of product or service that you start with. Also, what are your margins? So you're going to need to advertise your products or service. So here's my rule of thumb. The cost of your product. So say I'm just going to use diapers, and I don't even know what the cost of those are. But just say your diapers, for you to private label manufacture them or have your manufacturer create the diapers in your own brand name, say they cost me $3 a diaper. I'm just making this up, right? That means I need to sell this diaper for at least 3 to 4 times that amount to be profitable. So if it's a $3 item, if it costs me $3, I need to sell that item for $12. So that means I'd have a gross profit of $9 minus your advertising, marketing, shipping, and all of that type of stuff. So you want to have at least 3 times, preferably 4 times. So for example, with my flat iron, and this is why I was so profitable with this, because it's all about positioning your product. My flat iron literally cost me, landed with my brand name on it, all of my packaging and stuff. It was like $10.78. I'm selling it for $129. So you see the margin in there. Even minus the Amazon cost, all that stuff, I'm making $102.06 on each unit that I sell. And that's what's through Amazon, but I'm making even more on my own site. But you still have to take out the marketing, pay-per-click cost and all of that. So it doesn't matter if I spent $35 to sell one flat iron if I'm making $102. That still means I made $72. So you have to be cognizant of what the pricing is of your product so you'll have enough room to advertise. So if you're selling a product for $10 and it costs you $5, that means that you only have $5 to play with to market that product. So now you only spend $3 to get a sale. That means you only make $2 off a $10 product. Now the question is, that's okay, but you got to be moving a whole lot of units to make money. So one of the things that we talk about in the BBA Elite program, BBAelite.com, is finding your products, your ideation, creating your products, your pricing of your products. How much room do you have to use for advertising and marketing? You can put a product on Amazon, and I guarantee you, if you don't run pay-per-click advertising to it, you're not going to sell a damn unit. It doesn't matter that you on Amazon. You have to drive people to your site. I don't care if it's an Amazon, your page listing on Amazon, or your own website. You have to have money to be able to market. So the profitability and pricing of your product. So $10.78 for my flat iron, and I'm selling it for $129. I got a whole lot of room to bid on keywords. So like on Amazon, keywords is professional flat iron or ceramic hair flat iron. I can bid, and sometimes during the holidays, I'll bid up to $10 a click. Because even if somebody spends $10, if I spend $10 for people to click on it, the numbers are still going to work in my favor, because I'll probably get at least one sale out of maybe every 5 people that click. So if I spend $50 to get one sale, and I'm netting $100 or grossing $102.06, I'm still making $52.06, even if it cost me $50 to get that one sale. So that's the type of stuff we go through, the whole gamut of things: product ideation, product creation, marketing, advertising, selling on your own platform and other platforms. So if you want to take advantage of the BBAelite.com pre-launch pricing, please be one of the first 10. There are about 3 or 4 spots left. Once again, family, with the promo, it's only $197 for a 12-week interactive implementation program that literally can change your life. Today's show, family: e-commerce, the greatest wealth transfer opportunity in history. Now, there might be something coming after this, but this is the greatest wealth transfer opportunity in history, specifically for the everyday man or woman. That's me or you. I can tell you, and I've told you what it's done for me. What side of the equation will you be on? So if you're interested, make sure you hit BBAelite.com, get more information on it, look at the short video, and make the decision. What side of the equation will you be on? Also, before we close on out, guys, I say each and every week, Black Entrepreneur Blueprint is nothing without the BEB family. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Each and every episode, guys, we get more and more downloads, and that's attributed specifically to you guys. So please continue to spread the word for me. Social media, word of mouth, blog post, whatever you need to do. I greatly appreciate it. We're trying to get this good word out there, family, and we're trying to make sure that we can build an economic power base in the worldwide black economy so we can continue to start moving forward and not having to depend on other people. Love you guys. I'll see you the same time next week. Peace.